Dear viewers, this is the Muslim charity team here in Somerset. Basically, as you've seen on our website and on our Facebook and social media, we have been encouraging all of our donors and supporters to contribute towards these efforts and volunteer in their local communities to help those who have been affected by the floods. Today we are here. Muslim charity has brought some items here which I will request our Director of Programs just to explain what we've done so far and what we have plans to do in the future.
Okay, thank you so much. Basically, all it is about is that what's most needed in our communities to help the flood affected people. What we have got here are mop sets and brushwood dustbins. And I got to know through Flag. I was on their Facebook and they were asking for these equipment and these items which will help people when they go back to their flooded areas. There are many old people who are living in these communities and they may not have physical power to clean up their houses or their streets. We will try to assist as much as possible through Flag and through the local councils from their forum. Thank you.
I would just like to now move on to Bryony, who's a representative of Flag, just to explain to the viewers, what Flag is doing and what kind of further assistance charities like Muslim Charity can come and provide to the people of Somerset.
Flag is it's just now a support group and an action group. We started with just wanting the rivers to be dredged so that this problem didn't happen in the first place. That didn't happen, and what did happen was the community came together, and not just the community here, but widespread as far as Yorkshire and Nottingham and London and all of the counties. They're all behind us and they're all backing us with a view to helping now and helping in the future about going home.
Also, we're very privileged to have with us today here the High Sheriff of Bristol, Dr. Chaudhry, who's here. I'd just like her to encourage the viewers, the supporters of Muslim Charity, to see what further actions they can undertake.
Thank you very much. Forgive my voice. I've got a bit of an infection at the moment, but nevertheless, it is very important that as we're living in this country, that we will help out as much as we can. Please get in touch with the Muslim Charity because they're the guys who are actually coordinating this event, and also to ensure that all the help you provide does reach the people it's needed for. This is not where things are being lost in the process or in translation, but this is actually help being provided.
We can't conclude this session without one of the most important persons for Muslim Charity, a very good friend of Muslim Charity here in Bristol. In fact, Brother Mahbub Chaudhry was one of the first people that Muslim Charity contacted when we were, putting together our efforts and taking guidance from. So, Brother Mahbub Chaudhry, some words of advice, guidance for our donors and supporters.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you very much contacting with me as well. It is a great honor to working with the Muslim Charity as they are doing a lot of good work around the world, and especially here in Somerset, which is worst affected with the floods here. And I would like to say thank you to the people who are behind it, people who have donated their valuable money and time to come and buy these things and bring it over here. I personally say thank you very much, and I request you all please continue supporting Muslim Charity, and we will try to our best to help them in this area whenever they require. Thank you very much, and please continue the good work.
Describe me somehow the flood situation the last 3-4 weeks. How was it?
Indescribable, to be quite honest with you, totally indescribable. Water 6 foot, 8 foot high, small businesses totally affected, and this situation could have been prevented.
How the old people and children are being impacted by this?
In terms of, there's a lot of upheaval in terms of that. A lot of children and the elderly have had to evacuate themselves from a house that may have been in their family for tens and generations of years. In terms of Moorland itself, it's full of bungalows, so there's a high proportion of elderly people who don't have internet access.
Rachel, you know, organizations like Muslim Charity who are based in the communities within United Kingdom, what do you think, how they can assist further?
Manpower, basically. We are going to have a lot of frail people, people affected physically, mentally by the floods, who aren't going to be, you know, capable of simple things like moving furniture, clearing things out, getting rid of all the stuff that in there that's actually affected and is contaminated, making sure that, you know, that they have a clean place to sleep and stay. Apart from the manpower, the obvious manpower, the people power, we're going to need cleaning products, dehumidifiers, industrial cleaners, that sort of thing, because it's not just going to be
About spades, wheelbarrows.
yeah, and spades and wheelbarrows may well be required for garden, you know, for garden work as well, and gloves, because there'll be a lot of contaminants there, and we want to make sure that people, as you know, are protected as best as possible for it. So. The fact that we've had Muslim charity such as yourself, and we've had Amia, is amazing. I think it's absolutely incredible, and I think just the fact that the human spirit has brought everyone together is the most important thing in the world, and and we're all one, and you know, we're all here on this planet together, and we all need to help each other, and that's the most important thing to me.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammed Ghazali. I'm one of the member of the team who went to Somerset. I cannot explain in words how thankful those people were. I request all the Muslim charity volunteers to come along with us, to give their hands and join with us to assist them once again in Somerset in future, inshallah.
Just thank you. That's all I can say. Thank you to all of you.
It means the world to us.
It really does.
It really, really does. So we just feel absolutely honoured that you guys have come all the way down from Nottingham.
You just heard it there from Flag. Muslim charities work and efforts and the donations and, you know, the prayers that you guys are sending, the volunteering, the people who are volunteering, you know, and willing to take part. All of that is being appreciated by everyone here, and the general message is it's the human spirit. We all need to work together. It could have been anyone, you know. It's just unfortunate that it had to happen in the south. We, you know, for example, Muslim charity, I myself am from Nottingham. We have volunteers here from Bradford, from Manchester. It could have happened to anyone, and it just so happened they happened in the south. So at the time of their need, we need to support them so that, you know, in the future, if anything were to happen to us, that collective human spirit can come together and we can stand shoulder to shoulder to one another.